All right, here's a quick tour of what your website might look like when you're done. And I'll throw a couple more tips in here too as we go through. I changed all the things at the top so it's a little more generic. I've got NHCC teacher sample at the top. You're going to have your teacher name there. It's going to say teacher sample here. You can change that to your name. These are the pages I want you to have on your site: home, about me, resources, something else. I'll talk about that in a second. And then reflections, and we'll talk about that too. On this main page, this home page, we've got a welcome thing at the top. And then I used the first content block to add onto my page. And then it's going to have an image, a title, and then a message, just some sort of introduction about welcome to our class and who you are and some of those things on that. I do want to point out, because I didn't put this in the other video, this picture at the top, this is your banner, your header. You can change that image. You're not stuck with what it has. So I'm going to select something a little bit different. And again, you can use search again, and you can search the entire internet to find things. And I'm just going to go with my classroom picture again. This is kind of nice though, because it sorts it by color. So if you want to find things that fit for your color or your theme, you can do that as well, and it'll try and highlight those colors a little bit, which is really, really nice to keep your theme going. And there's a blue. I'm going to take that one. So feel free to play around with that and find your background image that you want to use there. The other thing here too is that you can choose the type of header that it is. And you can do a cover, which makes it really, really huge. You can make it really, really small with the title only. And you can do things in between as well. So it's up to you how you make that look. Also on the side over here, there's a magic button here too, and it adjusts the readability. So if it doesn't look really good, try that button. It might make it look a little bit better. All right, so that's your home page. Then I created an About Me page. And again, you can change that background image at the top of that. And then you're going to use the Drive button over here to add your teacher intro that you've already created to add it to this page. So you're going to click Drive, scroll over to Recent, and find your teacher intro. Or you could actually search up here too and find your teacher intro to put on that page. And it should be just as simple as double clicking on your presentation, and it should automatically add it to that page. Then a resource page on your, you have a specific grade level and content area that you're probably thinking of. So try and find 3 to 5 resources that you can link to that would help families or students if they're stuck that they might want for your classroom. You can do it a couple different ways. You can do a link, so you could type in text and click on the text and then use the link button in the toolbar that pops up. Or you could use the bar over here and find the button, and add a button that way to link to that resource. Either way, make sure you tell what that resource is so people are thinking about it and they know what they're clicking on to get there. This something else page, this is where you've got some creativity. If there's something else that's missing that you think should be on there, absolutely add it. Don't leave it titled something else. Make it what it is. And then add those resources or whatever it is you want below that. And it could be fun games. It could be something like that too. But if there's something else that's missing that you want to add some personal flair to this and some ideas, feel free to add something else. This last page, we're going to use this as our reflection page going forward. So instead of writing reflections on D2L, where it's going to go away after you leave this class and you'll never see it again, I really want you to own these things. So I want you to have the reflections in something that you're creating. So every week I'm going to have you do your reflections on your Google site. And you can choose one of these blocks. You can do it however you want. I am not picky about it. As long as you label it week 1, week 2, week 3. Actually, we'll start with week 3 on our Google site. So you're going to label it week 3 so I know what I'm reading. And then we'll do our reflections that way. And I'll put the directions in the slideshow and on D2L again as well. That is an outline of your teacher webpage. And if you have questions, feel free, please ask. Because I know Google Sites is new to a lot of you, and it might be confusing. So please ask questions so that we can get everyone on the same page, literally, with their websites. Thanks.